Hi, so I'm going to do a little bit of training of going around a cone wraps for agility, but also for distance control and anything that you want to do with your dog to send them away. It's great fun when you go for a walk, send them off to go around a tree or a bush. It also looks quite cool. So to start off with, I've got some Possyum. I've got Mr. Potter here. And there's three techniques to sort of work your way through. You choose whichever one's best for you. One is called luring. I'll show you luring first. I'm going to put the treat somewhere back over here. Bit of a distraction for Potter. So luring is putting a treat reward, a food reward, onto your dog's nose and moving them around by them following it, such as that. Okay? So I'm just getting a piece of food and I'm just moving Potter around and he's following the food. There's not a lot of thought process as far as Potter's concerned when they do that, but it's a very fast way of getting any form of behavior, so between your legs and that sort of thing. With luring, you've got to get rid of the food really, really, really fast to get it to work, to get them start to think about what their process is all about. So, I'm just going to start off with my hand going out, around, so out away from my body and then around the cone. So out and around, same thing, out and around. So to start off with, I'm going to get Potter here. I'm going to go round the cone and then I'm going to drop the treat on the ground a little bit further around the cone. So it's actually in the direction of travel. So I'm going to lure and then throw the treat. Okay? I've done that twice with food in my hand. I'm going to have food in my other hand behind my back. I'm going to show him I've got no food. I'm going to change my hand to as if I have food, stick it on his nose and lure him round and throw a treat with the other hand or pick a treat with that hand. So I'm going to do the same thing, show I've got no treats, come here, pick up a treat. Whoops, that was a bit cack-handed, didn't quite work. Okay. So try it again, lure, pick up and throw. So just then as my hand came round, I dropped a treat into it and then threw. Okay. So again, no food, lure around, pick up and give him a treat. The reason why I'm throwing it further around is to give him that drive to keep on going round. Eventually you'll be able to get to a point where you're not doing much with your hand. You can see I reduced the amount of movement of my hand for that one. Okay. When I'm pretty certain that he's going to go round that pretty easily, I can then add in a cue to a verbal cue to what I wanted him to do. For me, my verbal cue is check, 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 which is an agility cue. So I go check, 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 and then throw round. He already knows this, but it's quite a good way of going. So check, 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 and then throwing round. So I can pretty much get rid of my hand, my physical cue to get that one to work. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. The important thing is, as I said, with luring, you get rid of that treat real fast so he's not working, following the food, he's engaging his brain and he gets rewarded for going around the cone. And you do the same thing on the other side, so balance it out both sides.